Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 5th research video of Draft 102 of my game design, Savage Strikers, the deck building fighting game. Today's date is February 21st, 2021, 12:50 a.m. And this is a very interesting date going here. It's 2/21/2021. If you add the 0 to it, like most dates tend to do, like dates are formatted, it would say 02/21 to 0/21. That's a weird moniker of numbers there. Anyway, today I'm going to be shifting over from Brock now that he's been updated to Chenbo. Let me just zoom that in. So as you can see, oops. There we go. So as you can see, Chenbo right here is a lightweight. His vitality is 45. Stun defense is 11. His hand size is 7. And his attacks are 1, 2, 3, 4, as opposed to Brock's 3, 5, 6, 7, and Nagisa's 2, 3, 5, 6. So his weight class is lightweight. So he's also the most extreme end of my formula at 1, 2, 3, 4. And so pretty much he's despite how weak he is, he's also supposed to be the most fastest of the fighters. The most fastest, quote unquote fast, but that context may have changed sharply because in the old drafts before this got evolved, let me shrink this down. There we go. Before the game evolved to what you're seeing right now, when it was alternating turns, Chenbo would always get the first turn and alternate between players. So that's pretty much how Chenbo would begin, and how the game would always begin. So if you're always playing Brock, you're always going to be the last player in the game, last fighter in the game. Unless of course you're playing someone who also has Brock, then that would have to be determined a different way. So that's I guess that's the recap. No, that wasn't even much of a recap. Recap would be talking about Brock. I'm sorry about this. But alright, so that was the summary. So here's the recap. I updated Brock. I gave him I created a couple of new mechanics, which I incorporated into Brock, and I put more emphasis on him being a bruiser than being a technical fighter. Chenbo, on the other hand, is more of a technical fighter. He would have a lot of effects that would say things like, you know, X then Y, or static effects that'll be like, you know, if static effects like always on or something, you know, that kind of stuff. He would have a little bit more thicker on the effects. Hopefully I won't turn him into paragraphs like Yu-Gi-Oh! Ooh. So that's the thing that's going to be figured out. Now, contextually speaking, in the old drafts before Draft 101, Chenbo was fast contextually based on movement speed, in terms of how fast characters jump back and forth, that, you know, walk, dash back, jump, and so on. However, that was an error on my part during that design, because you have a lightweight like Dalsim in Street Fighter. He's a lightweight through and through, but he's slow. He jumps slow. He walks slow. He's slow, but he's a lightweight. Meanwhile, you have Akuma, who, vitality-wise, if you were to contextually speaking, his vitality would be the equivalent of Chenbo. Whoops. We'll get to that research in a second. But Chenbo, contextually speaking, he would be his vitality would be Chenbo, 45. However, his attack stats is very, very high. He can actually take half a well-placed meaty combo. He'll take out maybe 1/3 to 1/2 of your vitality. I'm talking about Kuma here, but his vitality is so low that you could lose 2/3 of your damage to a meaty Zangief attack or a meaty Abigail attack. Anybody who gets a good meaty attack in. So basically, that kind of blew the whole context of movement out of the water in Savage Strikers. So I have to look at it from a different angle, and that is in terms of the hand size and doing combos, pretty much in that sense. So as you notice from what I've done with research with Waldstein and Iron Tiger for Brock, I've only been able to pull off and Hugo. I was only able to pull off a 3-hit combo successfully while playing those guys, and this is reflective of Brock having a 5-card hand. So you would only with the card drawing, in terms of card drawing and the probability ratio, you'll most likely have at least 3 attack cards. So he had to be compensated with a little bit of the old card draw. I don't think I did that. I'll have to consider doing that, making sure that for that Brock. But Brock would, at the very most, he would get like maybe 3 cards. It'll be a god hand if he gets 3 attack cards, but then he's got to get through the footsie stage, the whole neutral play, in order to get that off. So at best, you might be able to get 3 hits off of Brock, but in exchange, you would probably dish out like 15 damage on your opponent. So character like Brock, I know I'm zooming in and out, so you know. So character like Chen Bo, being 45, if he gets hit with a 3-piece 15 damage combo, now you're at 30. Now Chenbo, if you'll notice, his hand size is 7. So his hand size is due to the fact that he has a low vitality, and he's compensated also with low damage. So he's combo heavy. His whole entire spiel is being combo heavy, along with the other lightweights, because all of the lightweights have 7 card hands. So you would probably have a hand of like, say, 4 or 5, maybe even 6 attack cards if you're lucky enough, and you're expected to execute a very long string combo. Now, if you've seen in the Waldstein research, I took on Linne, the computer opponent, and where I did 3, and there was a sequence where I did 3 hits with Waldstein because he's a heavyweight. I did a 3-hit combo, then Linne followed up with like a 5, 6, maybe 7-hit combo, and that's what I'm trying to pull off in Savage Strikers. That type of sequence, that type of gameplay sequence, where both players can execute that type of combo between the weight classes. So that's the direction that I have to start going with in Savage Strikers. And not movement, not really movement. I mean, movement still plays a factor in everything, but it's not like that anymore, context-wise. So, what this means is that the arrow still has to be low for Chenbo, whereas Brock is very high because Chenbo has low damage. So the arrows have to be low enough so you could get in there and start executing a combo, but not too much that he becomes broken. I mean, his damage is not very much a lot. If you do light attack, 3 light attacks, you only did 3 damage to Brock. But his specials does need to. I do have the formula all set with his specials. But you're gonna be relying on his specials and the special effects to be able to get into Brock Crusher. And be able to dish down that damage. In the previous drafts 1 through 100, I play tested Chenbo and Brock a lot since they were the extreme ends, and they were pretty even on the win-loss scale. In terms, well, I wouldn't say even, but just enough, just well enough. You know, they would win certain. You know, they would win they had a good number of wins, just enough to satisfy the game's conditions, and it brought the game to the decision of submission. But then I had the revelation with the rock paper scissors mechanic, and I was able to evolve the game, and so now I have to once again replay test. Oh, that's a bit of a weird thing. I'll have to play. That's a weird sentence to say. I'll have to play-test Brock and Chenbo again under the context of these new rules to see if their win-loss ratios really do hit the proper stride. It probably can, quite honestly, because remember I gave Brock at least one card that one of his specials that's a two arrow card, but Brock's going to have a whole bunch, so that's going to require a lot of finessing in terms of dishing out. In terms of executing combos, his abilities are probably going to will probably be a little bit more easier to execute, so to speak. It'll probably be, well, his unstoppable, his combos will be very easy to be unstoppable, but the mass damage might not be enough. But thanks to the rock paper scissors mechanic, Chenbo might not be able to get away with it unless you use the movement cards. So you're probably going to be relying on movement cards. That's how he was designed originally in the old drafts. In the old drafts, he would manipulate what movement cards used to be called technique cards, and his whole gimmick. His whole mechanism revolved around technique cards and manipulating technique cards, so that way he could be able to compensate the low damage, and so he would be able to compensate. Sorry about that. So he would be able to compensate the low damage output, and be able to get some advantages, extra bonuses and whatnot. So that's not going to really go away in terms of his design. It's just now it's going to be the movement cards in place of the technique cards, which might be a little bit more dynamic, so to speak. It'll be very interesting, but basically Chenbo won't be able to have that distinct advantage of having the first turn. Because it's no longer alternating turns, it's now simultaneous turns. So Brock's got so Brock now has a better chance of winning the neutral game over Chenbo and getting those first hits if you get the right cards in, if you get the right type of cards in, or if you play the movement cards. So in this sense here, where you originally might have thought, well, Brock won't need movement cards. He'll probably will need the movement cards, just like Chenbo would need the movement cards, but Brock would need the movement cards to win neutral play, while Chenbo would need the movement cards to be able to manipulate his effects and build up more damage over Brock. So that's the outlook that I'm banking on, that will work for these two fighters, just like back in the old drafts. And if that works out, then in terms of their design, nothing much has changed. It will just only have been evolved and adapted. I wouldn't say evolved. That's not the word to say. They would have been properly adapted from what they properly adapted to the new rules. That should be the proper way to say that. They would be well adapted to the new draft rules, to the neutral game. So, as part of this research with Chenbo, the question is, who am I going to research? Because I picked Cross Tag Battle, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, and it's a 2-on-2 fighter, and I'm going to be checking on Chie to see what kind of combo string she has. So the next three research videos that I'm going to do is going to focus on combo stringing for Chenbo, so that way I could be able to, when I update Chenbo, it would all be about getting his combos executed, being able to execute long string combos. That's going to be the fun part of Chenbo, is being able to play 7 attack cards or 8 attack cards, try to keep that string going. Whereas the fun part of Brock is dishing out that mass damage, be like, just like punch and punch. So where you have Chenbo, doing backflips and doing backflips and throwing in like a 20-piece combo. Brock just does 3 hits, and you're like, yeah, I just did 20 damage to you. That was always the fun part in the early drafts when playing Chenbo and Brock was watching the long streak combos come in, and I followed it up with 3 cards that just dished out mass damage. So in a sense, it's like you could get 12 hits. You could get 10 hits with Chenbo on a 6-string combo, but you could get 10 hits on a 3-string combo with Brock. So that's basically the balance. It's supposed to be the balance there between the two of them. And once these two are set, then I fold Nagase in for the core set. The core set is these 3 fighters. And then they serve, and the 3 of them will serve as a buffering guide. I guess buffering guide is the right buffering. Well, they serve as a design guide for the remaining fighters, the remaining 9 fighters in the game, to ensure that they fit within their weight classes. But the closer they get to a specific to one of these 3 characters, the more their abilities start to differentiate from each other, so to speak. So like the closer you are to Chenbo, the weaker your damage is gonna get, and the closer you get to Brock, the more damage you're gonna get to do, pretty much. So a good example would be Angela. She's a heavyweight, but she's the lowest of the heavyweights, so she's a little bit more closer to Nagisa, so to speak. So her damage output is a little lower, but as a heavyweight, she has more vitality. She has a hand size of 5, but she's also a grappler, and she's all about grappling. That means that she's got throw cards. She's gonna be, well, once I start dealing with her, and you'll see how the throw cards get used as a combo. It's pretty awesome, but that's what the point I'm trying to make is that the closer you get to one of these 3 fighters, these 3 core fighters, the more you see the impact of their stats. All right, so let's get this going. So there we go. Just had to fix my monitor there. So let's begin. Oh. Drop that down. There we go. Alright. So let's oh, that was weird. I wonder what happened there. Alright, let's find this episode mode. Where's versus mode? This is, yes, offline. Training mode. Alright, so we'll start with training mode. Okay. Oh. You know, I'm wondering, does this have the 1v1 settings? I haven't really deep dived yet on... I haven't deep dived on this. Yeah, let me return to entrance. Sorry, I haven't really deep dived into this game, so I don't know what it's got on offer. But this is the same thing as Dragon Ball FighterZ, this whole little setup here. This is pretty cool. Yeah, let me see here. No. Ranking. Where are the settings at? Is this the settings? Nope, that's the jukebox. Talk to Kajun. Online lobby. Item shop. Item shop. Yeah, there we go. Main menu. There's our options. Alright. Here we go. System options. Nope. Game. Nope. Game options. Is there a 1v1? Nope. It's not like Dragon Ball FighterZ or Alright. Wow, that kind of stinks. Or maybe it's optioned in here. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there's the Duh. Sorry about that. that was kind of dumb. Alright, so okay. Does this give me? No, I don't think so. Well, I need to start with training mode anyway because I need to look at Chie. Now, Chie's from now cross-tag battle is a bunch of characters from different universes, and Chie's from Persona 4 Arena. There she is. So, but I have to now select a different character. Like I said, I would have preferred 1v1, but you know what? That's kind of fine because you know what? I'll go back to where is she at? Is it BlazBlue? No. Where's on the Night and Bird? There you go. I'll bring back Line. Line is another one who has long string combos, so I'll make her my second partner. Let's see here, Ragnar the Blood Edge. Okay, so I should. You know what? She's very small, so this would be good to see the hitboxes between the two. And here's Iron Taker since he's tall. Familiar characters, of course. And auto. Just keep that auto. Okay. So the focus is on Chie. So I'll be spending more time watching, analyzing her gameplay than Line. Yeah, she's small, so you can see her dash. Yeah, you see how fast she runs, and that's the thinking that went into Chenbo back in the old drafts, that it was the movement that was the determining factor. There you go. See, moving fast, move fast. See, just like that. Alright, let's see here. Throw. Oh, she pulled out her persona. Oh. Sorry, that was how do I throw? Oh, no. Oh, is there something on my buttons here? No. Sorry, command list. ABC. Sorry about that. Like I said, I haven't done a deep dive. I just wanted to look at Chie. So let's see here. Ooh, she's got a lot of attacks. Now this is her ability. So she's got a lot of Shoto. So once again, she's got Shoto moves. What that means is that she does down right or down left. As you can see here. Very, very simple, very, very easy. Any combination would do. Galactic Hunt. No, what I'm looking for is throw. Sorry, it's just I'm looking for throw. Command list, button, hide menu. They don't really offer. They don't offer up the hitboxes. It's always disappointing. The Skullgirls is the only one that offers up the hitboxes, but Go Escape, Stagger Recovery, but they never offer you. Yeah, let me do Guard All, no swap. Yep. Counter hit, stance, training dummy. No, it's alright. Virtual stick. Nope, that's fine. Everything should be on display there. Auto recovery. Okay. But at least I could swap characters. Match starting position. Alright. Empowered state charge level. No, I'm not gonna mess with those. I don't need those. Alright. So A, B, C, and D. Okay, and that's the partner. Alright. Alright. So, throw. Wow, I'm surprised there's no throw. Oh, there we go. I can't get her out. There we go. I needed to get her out of that corner. Sorry about that. So, let's take a look. So. Alright, let's see what a combo looks like here. Ah, okay. So, just pressing one button gives me... Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So her moves rely on the persona. Alright. Interesting. Ah, there we go. So that was an 8-hit combo. Let's see. Oh. That's so silly. Let's see. So, a variety of alright. Let me see, okay. Oh, sorry. Wrong character. So there's not really... Alright. So, let's try out a combo with her... Let's try out a combo with one of her specials. This may be a short one. This is gonna be... Alright. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so that's actually interesting, this punch here. This would be interesting for Brock. And it's got a pushback, huh? Yeah, it's got a big pushback. Here, let me see what that looks like without... Yeah, let me remove the guard here. And let me see what the pushback would... Oh. Alright. Interesting. So this could actually be very helpful for Chen, though, to have a pushback. So there's the hitbox meter on the right. Oh, I ended up with Line? Oh, interesting. Weird, but... Oh, sorry. Again, I haven't gone through the tutorial of this game here. I just wanted to see Chie because I got Persona 4 Arena on PS3, but I didn't want to. I just got a little on the lazy side here. This was a little bit more easy accessible. Plus the fact that the combo system with the A, B, C is available because this is BlazBlue. So I wanted to get a good look at this in terms of how it's done. So let's see what this. So there's definitely a lot of knockback. So this can actually this is good to know that a combo heavy character who's a little bit on the speedy side and lightweight looking does have a knockback. Alright, let's let me get her move list. What else can she do that I can let's see, Rampage, during Rampage, Dragon Kick, Herculean Strike. Alright, let's see. Let me try. Okay, let me try out Rampage in a chain here. Ah. Oh. All right. So she's got some strings there, follow-up strings. We saw the Dragon Kick. No, I haven't seen the Dragon Kick, have I? That's the Dragon Kick. Oh, okay. So there's two different types of that kick there. Dragon Kick, and we did the Herculean Strike. So that's pretty much it in terms of normal, in terms of special. That's not bad, because Chenbo, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and Chenbo would have 4 specials. So this kind of makes sense in terms of normal specials. So these are EX specials and other unique specials that require meter. So let's see what God Hand looks like. Let's see, which one was that? That one. Let's see, that was the God Hand, and the other one that I did was Charge in mid-air. Got it. All right, let's see here. No, it didn't. Am I pressing that right? Let's see here. Draw main character's distortion skill. Oh, I have to start up a distortion skill. Sorry about that. Alright, let me see what this other move does here. Ah! Just throw a bunch of meteors. Oh. One, two, three. Oh, actually, there's a way to do that. AH. I have to activate. Alright. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I pulled that off. Oh well. Amazing. I don't know if I'll be able to pull off the oh, I don't know if I'll be able to pull off like a tag thing in Savage Strikers, that would be pretty awesome. But that would probably require playing with 2 decks. Well, yeah, it would require playing with 2 decks, but to do something like this, you would that would have to be separate set of cards. That's way too finicky, way too finicky to pull off. To me, that's way too finicky to do for a tabletop game. Oh. But I really like this move with the knockback and the pull. So it's kind of like I could do a knockback light. So this could be like a knockback light. Nah, that's a knockback again. But this one has more of a pull. Well, yeah. Well, they're all knockbacks. But this one is this one is just a regular knockback. Well, they could all be knockbacks. But at least this way, But yeah, that's most likely what I'll have to one of the things I could do. And I don't know about this. Oh, I don't know about coming up with something similar like this. It's a diagonal attack. It's pretty much a launcher. Let's see other commands here. Yeah, see, there's smart combos. There's smart combos, so that's interesting. Hyper counter. Ah. Got it. Alright, well, let's choose versus mode and take a good look at how the characters return to entrance. Yes. So let me do some versus mode and take a look at how she reacts. Play episode mode. Alright, here's versus mode. Sure would prefer 1v1. Give me a much better look.
Please select your character.
Alright, where is Chie? And Linne. Alright. I didn't even take a look at Iron Tiger. I just realized that I was supposed to switch out to Iron Tiger, but that's alright because his size.
Get ready. Get ready.
Yeah. No. I'll have to switch back out.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Here we go. Let me just switch it. There we go. So now this is normal mode. Maybe I should have. There we go. Oh! So let's see what it looks like against the heavyweight here. Ow. That bad. You see, that's what Brock would do to a lightweight. That's what Brock would do to a lightweight. Ow. Ugh. So, yeah, you see, I barely done any damage to Iron Tiger. Eh. Yeah, so he only did a few hits, but most of it was pulling off the. I'll rematch that. But most of that was coming from. Most of that was coming from how you say. There we go. It's a little better. But that was coming from special attacks. Once he got the special attacks off, he was able to dish out that mass amount of damage.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Oh no, gotta stay on Chie here. Oh wow, I didn't even do anything to him. Ow. And you see, look at how much damage, the damage output. You see the red there on Iron Tiger, and then look how much damage he did to me in that whole entire sequence. Oh, sorry, wrong fighter. And I'm done. And even with this extra meter going on here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Again, the grappling.
Heart. Tiger. Win.
Let's see. Let me try different characters here.
Please select your character.
Alright. First of all, let me get Chie back. And Nime. Alright, let's see. Lucan. Ruby. Naruto. Go. Well. Oh, you got a lot more here. Oh, Platinum. Yeah. She's small. She's small. Who? Let's see. Azrael. Celica. 9. Oh, they got a lot of BlazBlue characters here. Oh my gosh, really? They put the whole roster up? Oh. Blitz Tank, huh? Let's see, Kagura. Yeah, I'll go with this monster here. See what that looks like.
Get ready. Get ready.
Here we go. How big is he? How big is he really? Ooh, under Nightenberg. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm literally taking on a tank. They took that a little too literally. I just need to check one thing out. Because I know I'm doing my moves right. Ah, okay. So I am doing my moves right. Okay. Come on. Are you serious, Luna? They both have Shoto moves? But yes, they do because they're the base. Ow, ow, ow. Oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. Oh man, wow. Why am I not... What? There we go. Ow. Ah! My man came in and got... Oh my gosh. There we go. That is so funny. Came in and got the poke. just rolling through. Okay. I'm gonna have to switch fighters because that tank is not good. It's not good. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. No, go to character select. I'm not picking the tank. That is not a good. That is not good for the research. Not the way he's designed. But that was funny. That's totally funny. I enjoyed that. All right, back to Chie and the neck. All right. So let's go with. You know what? I'll go with these guys here. Because they're. I guess one could say they're middleweights. Close enough to be middleweights.
Get ready. Get ready.
Wonder how many people played that tank. Oh boy. Blockaded district. Oh. Okay, y'all talking too much. Oh, I forgot because I played Ragnar. He's got that crazy reach, and he's got some grappling moves. Gotta be careful here. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have put this on a higher level. Done. Oh. Oh, wrong person. I should up the... Let me fix the difficulty level. That was a little too easy, and it's not really helping me out. Well, it helped me out in that I saw the combos, but it's not helping me out in terms of getting the full spectrum of the thing. You know, the thing. There we go. Hell mode. There we go. Right back to versus mode. That tank. I still can't get over that the fact that there's a tank. tank just rolls in slowly, closer and closer, and then just does that little poke with the treadmill. Where's Linne? Alright. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit more chaotic. Now let me try. No. Sure. Merkaba. Auto. Okay, this may be a little better. Like a little better to get a look at the flow, because this is what I want to start looking at now. Is looking at how the battle flow goes and see what I can pull off. Alright, no talking. Oh, she's tall. Okay. Oh! Ow. Oh. So yeah, the that's some ow. Ah. Oh my gosh, this guy's crazy. So he was pulling off a couple of quick moves, and like because of his size, he was only pulling off like 3. But then I was able to chain off a crap sack ton of combos. But you notice I wasn't taking a lot of damage. It was like inching along before I was able to do the distortion move, do the distortion finish. Yeah, I gotta get a little better with Chie here, because I need to see Chie a little bit more. This is her research.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Really? Yeah. So that's one of the big problems with the tag battles is that they tag in a lot. Oof. You see? And then they tag out, which is fine because I get to see. Oh. Dang, that reach. Yeah, so that's like one of the big problems. That reach of his. Yeah. I'll probably switch over to Iron Tiger. Wow. Yep. Yeah. Let me put Iron Tiger in this again. Although it'll probably be crazy because it's hell mode. But let's just get one last look here.
Please select your character.
Alright, let's...
Chie Satonaka. Rinne.
I'll open up with Iron Tiger. And... Mika, she is small. She has a small hitbox, all things considered. Well, it's got a good sized hitbox here. Platinum. I already looked at Platinum. I already went through. Yeah, I'll go with Mika. Oh, I apologize for that noise.
Get ready. Get ready.
Okay, so one last look. Gonna see how this looks with the Iron Tiger. Probably won't be able to get close. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this. Awesome, but I ain't got time for this. So that just barely look at that. So I just did the one hit, he took out all that damage, and 3 hits I only took out that little damage. And I'm not even paying attention here. I'm fascinated. Oh my gosh, yeah. Sorry, I was a little too fascinated at the fact that I did 3 hits and took little, and he did 1 hit and took double the amount. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't focused. I was just amazed at the fact that I did 3 hits and only took out this much, and he did 1 hit and he took out double the amount. That was pretty fascinating. You know, that's what I was precisely talking about between Chenbo and Brock. Brock, you do like 1 card and you just did mass damage. If you with Chenbo, you got to do like maybe 4 or 5 to do the same amount of damage. But the thing is that Chenbo would be compensated with effects that can boost up more damage or do little tricks like add more cards or maybe stun, you know, do a temporary stun or something like that.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Dang! Again, I'm barely touching this guy. Yeah, I'm done. Our eyes. And as you can see, I have to get in. And as you can see, given that he's a heavyweight, I have to get inside. I have to get inside to be able to dish out any damage, and he will be able to blow me away with mass damage. I'll do this one last time. This is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty good. Look,
Get ready. Get ready.
one last go. This may not last long, but. But the point may be made at this point. So you see, I have to get in there. I could barely get in there. Ah. Oh. Oh, that was it. Ah. That's it. All right. So yeah, there's the difference. Right there. You gotta be fast enough. You gotta be fast enough. You gotta be quick. So trying to get so yeah, that's pretty much the spiel there. You notice that Chie had her persona, which kind of like act like an effect of some sort. Well, her effect was the knockback for the most part, being able to knock a player back and bounce off the wall, and follow that up with a combination. So that's how but that's how it's supposed to look like between a lightweight and a heavyweight. You know, I threw like 3 hits on Iron Tiger, and then he just did 1 hit and did double the damage than what I've done. And that's the way it's supposed to work between Brock and Chenbo here. And that's what I'm looking to accomplish. So, you know, Brock here, you know, 3 damage versus 1 damage. So, in this case here, if I did 2 hits, I only did 2 damage, and then let's say I did 3 damage. You know, I played 3 cards, and then my opponent plays 1 medium attack and does 5 damage. You know, that's pretty big. That's a pretty big thing there. Or if he does, or if my opponent, you know, well, you know, a 3-piece light attack combo does 9 damage, while Chenbo only got to pull off 3 damage on the light attack. That might seem very disparaging, so to speak, but it's up to you when playing Chenbo to take advantage of effects and the speed of the combos of his combo arrows, so that way you can be able to chain off a lot of combos. And keep in mind that the unstoppable effect is there, in which you could keep running the combo without Brock playing defense, so long as you can keep the arrows close to each other, the arrow count close to each other, which is equal to or 1 arrow higher than the previous card. So as long as you don't put a gap between arrows, jumping from 2 to 4, it'll be hard for Brock to be able to come off and counter and start bashing you over the head with his attacks. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the research. It was very interesting to see that. Well, I hope to see more in other games that'll be dropping on. Unfortunately, I'm glad that I picked Linne, because this game here, you know, is a tag battle. It doesn't have 1v1 mode unlike Dragon Ball FighterZ and Skullgirls, so it made it a little bit harder to really look. So it still made it a little trickier to look at Chie the way that I wanted to. But at least with Linne, I had another lightweight fighter to really get a good look at the whole thing. But nevertheless, it still held true with both of those lightweights. When taking on Iron Tiger and that Blitz tank. That was so funny. That Blitz tank was... So, with that said, I thank you all for joining me. Just a reminder that you are cordially invited to join this channel. Please select the subscribe button below and RSVP in the comments section. Thank you for your patronage. Until next time, I wish you all a good night and a buenas noches.